Yeah. Ugh. I just hate living in that world. I'm sure you can relate, that world of just like the in-between where you're like kind of unpacked enough to do like the bare minimum, but not like totally unpacked.
Yeah.
Oh. Can't stand it.
I'm still not fully unpacked. I hate
know.
it.
I have my dad that's like texting me like daily, been like, "Hey, I didn't get to do like X, Y, and Z. When can I come back?" And I was just like, he did that. We moved in here on the 25th, which was a Saturday, and he texted me and my wife on that Tuesday asking if he could come up on Thursday to like finish the work, and we were both like, absolutely not, dude. You've been up here every weekend for the past 2 months. We need a weekend to just not do anything. And he did the same thing for this weekend. And it's like, it's a process. Like, yes, we are living here. However, like, we are not fully unpacked. It's going to take some time.
That's as we've been like, this is the perfect time to organize everything and get rid of stuff we don't need. So we've been slowly going through everything, getting rid of stuff, and like keeping stuff that we want, that like our stuff that we can't get rid of, in putting like totes that we can stack in the closet. And we just kind of hit a wall. It's like, where's my wife's working? She worked almost 50 hours last week. So it's me just piling stuff up and it's like, yeah, this is your stuff to go through now. Like,
Same. Just sent you the code. Like, I feel like I need a good month to like, maybe even 2, like unpack, like fully unpack. I don't feel like that's asking too much. Because like you kind of get a feel for the new place and like, you know, figure out what makes sense for where everything needs to go. Put the code in the.
I had to figure out how to get to it.
No.
Been a while.
Yeah, I know. I should probably find a place to play. Want to do like a relatively easy one to start out with?
I'm good with anything.
Okay. Oh, I gotta mute you in the game.
Oh, is my mic on in the game?
Mm-hmm. Let me do that. Mute. There you go. What are you rooting for the Chiefs?
Fuck no.
Okay. Well, your outfit says otherwise.
It was
Dressing like Taylor
actually
Swift
Christmas.
over there.
Oh, she's getting canceled.
Allegedly. As of right now, it's only TMZ. And she's not getting canceled.
Oh, if they have their way. Dude,
Do
Ryan
I think
Reynolds
it would
goes
be
down, I think they can take Taylor Swift too.
No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have nearly the same fan base.
He's got a pretty big and significant fan base.
I'm not golfing with you looking like that. I'm just not.
Why are you hating on my outfit?
Because it's Chiefs colors. I don't like it. I don't support it. My wife and I worked from home today, both of us. She was upstairs and I was down here. And she sent me, there's a local cupcake shop that like does custom cupcakes for whatever events are going on. She got in hot water for doing like Donald Trump inauguration ones. That was kind of funny, but not the point. She was doing Super Bowl ones, and there were mostly like cupcakes that had like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce on them. And she was like, "Oh, you buy these for me?" And I was like, No, we're actually rooting for the game to get canceled and both teams to lose." And she's like, "That wouldn't happen." And I was like, "Oh, it has happened before, and it cost me my fantasy football championship." And it was the Bills-Bengals game 2 years ago in the divisional, or no, the AFC Championship. No. One of those games where Damar Hamlin had his thing and they canceled the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, they can cancel a game. It has been done.
Good luck with that one.
Well,
Who they want ends in.
yeah, like the Eagles, man. Come on. I would have loved.
You mean Taylor Swift's favorite team versus the team her boyfriend's on?
They had to have it. No,
They got
because the
teams they want in.
Kelseys. Yeah, because they have Kylie Kelce, Jason Kelce, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce. And those are the most important people in the world. So they have to have that because it needs to appeal to the masses. And they're sitting there being like, "Oh, yeah, none of the refs made any calls for the Chiefs. Like, it's being heavily scrutinized." Really? Come on. Speaking of ready, come on.
Bro.
It's like, I know.
The Ninja Turtles Puma shoes? I'm not a sneakerhead, but
Stop
I'd
it.
wear the shit out of those.
Always going to be a sore subject.
Where it comes in like pizza boxes?
Yes.
That's sick.
Always going to be a sore subject because, like, when I was there, they were just getting into, like, the really sick collabs with people. So I got some of the good stuff. So, like, my wife has all of the Puma and Selena Gomez collection. And all of my stuff, like all my hoodies and stuff, are the mixed with Helly Hansen collab that they did.
I don't even know who that is.
Helly Hansen's like an outdoors company. They do like
Uh,
survival, like winter gear. Oh, I gotta do this stupid thing every time.
I was just scrolling TikTok while I was waiting, and it came up. It's like in a pizza box, and you get the
Yeah.
shoelaces for each color, each Ninja Turtle.
You know,
That's kind of cool.
I should actually see if they're hiring again. I mean, it was a good company. It's just
They're like, yeah,
when
we're
the
just not
retail
gonna let you
industry.
near the budget this time.
No, it's just when the
Okay.
retail industry gets killed by COVID. Like, what it's supposed to? What are you gonna do? I actually started applying for new jobs.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Remember, right, if we're talking tonight, I was like, of course it would be volunteer. I wouldn't be paid for it, but putting an application back for the fire company, and I was like, I really just don't want to lose my beard because the last time I shaved my beard off, it was before me and my wife got together, and she saw me and just went, "No, no." I was like, I might have to get divorced if I shave this off. Like,
That's a tough one.
oh, horse shit.
Dude, same. It's gonna be that kind of night for me.
But that someone put an anonymous post in the town's Facebook group. It was going on about we're tired because they're expanding so much. Like they're trying to put like a 400 and something unit housing development just outside town. So everybody's all in uproar. Like, we like our small town feeling. And the assistant fire chief is like, we're just hoping that more people come in and have a renewed urge to want to join the fire company. They
Dude,
can
trust
barely
me,
fill
if there
a
was
truck these days.
what I mean, the thing is, like, volunteers tough because there's only like so many people that can do it, you know, because you have to be available at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
So it's like the guys that worked at the DPW, half of them were on the volunteer fire department. And that made perfect sense. Because they could just drop whatever job they were doing for the town and go and do that.
They had a chicken house fire just outside town here the other day. They had
Damn.
So the first engine went out. I think
It was
with
intentional.
3 people in it. The tanker went out with 2 people in it. Then they had another engine went out with just 1 guy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had a pickup truck go out with 2 people in it, and then the rescue went out with 3 people in it. Like, they cannot fill a truck. Meanwhile, this goofball's it's out here filming them going by.
Like, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Yeah.
Just waving along. I mean, you might as well. Like, think about it. Like, if you're getting the permission and access to, like, take the photographs and stuff, imagine if you just joined up and you'd be like, hey, can I just, like, wear a body-mounted camera?
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I was like, if I get on, I'm
And
getting
like a
one of those
GoPro?
cameras that attach to the helmet.
Yeah, or like a GoPro,
like,
even.
yeah.
I'll straight up give you mine. Like,
Say less.
my days of using anything involving a GoPro are years behind me.
Yeah, it was like
I've got every mount and clip, and I have the chest harness. I've got everything.
they he's now assistant chief. Back then he was fire chief. The fire chief's his brother. They go back and forth like every couple years on who's fire chief. But he was all excited when I applied last time. He's like, he can help us like advertise for our, because he saw my YouTube channel. He's like, he can help us advertise for like our fundraisers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, have him give you the first of all, like, get a quick lawyer. And oh shit, man, nice shot.
Yeah, buddy. But they just need to like, I should just join and they should just turn the social media over to me, because the woman who run it barely posts anymore, and I take better pictures than she did anyway.
Well,
She's
that's
got
what I'm
like this
saying.
full
Is
blown
like
camera
create
and knife.
like you need a lawyer because like they don't have the ability to like have licensing rights to give out, but like get a lawyer, create licensing rights, and then take them, and then you can just be like the official like marketing person for that department on top of being a part of it. So you can come up with like, if you get the rights to like the logos and stuff, like you can make like t-shirts, hoodies, you can do like pictures that you're currently doing, and then like if you're in the department, you can be like posting videos and stuff and marketing the hell out of that. Uh-oh, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad. Oh no. Oh, no.
Oh no. Just don't want to shave on. And then they said after I go through my training classes, I can just not, I can opt out wearing a mask and I can grow it back out. But when I go through the fire school, I have to be clean shaven. So I have
Just
to
tell
shave it
her
off
it's
regardless.
just short term. Just
I would still like to
start doing
have
some
sex in this time period.
yeah, I was gonna say start getting into like some cosplay or something.
I have to wear
Yeah,
wear a
wear a
fake beard
mask.
every night.
Yeah. Yeah, fake beard. There you go. I was gonna say just, I don't know, wear like a Spider-Man mask or something. I don't know.
I think the bigger shock would be to the youngest one. She's 13 years old and she's never seen me without a beard.
I mean, shit, I don't know how old I am. Mid 30s. And like I've never seen my dad without a beard. Like I've seen pictures of him like young. Like I've never seen my dad like IRL without a beard in my entire existence.
My dad was one of those kind it was only till like I got in my teenage years that he started growing his beard out, but he always kept a mustache. And then one time when I was a kid, he shaved his mustache off, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." Now he keeps a full beard now. He was working with the goatee at one point, and he didn't like it. He's like, "I'm just gonna go full beard." I was like, "Yeah, you should. Makes you look less like a creeper."
Apparently, my dad's always had a beard because he has no chin.
Yeah, see, my beard hides my double chin.
Well, you have to quaff your beard very delicately at that point.
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah. Pretty sweet deal though. If you, I think it's if you put in, I can't remember, it's 15 or 20 years.
For volunteer?
Yeah, you get, I think it was like $250 check each month from the fire company.
So a pension.
So you have to, the way it works is you have X amount of hours doing like firefighting, like the responding to calls and stuff, and then you have to have X amount of hours doing volunteer work, whether it be like volunteering for like setting up at like a like informational thing at one of the different things that happen throughout the state, or volunteering for like when they used to have bingo. They don't have bingo anymore since COVID, but you have to X amount of volunteer hours. If you don't get those hours, you can pay into it. And then if you do that, I can't remember if it's 15 or 20 years, they pay you after that.
At that point, I would probably like suck it up and go for like a pension job, because you're gonna be putting almost the same amount of time in, and like a pension's gonna pay you a hell of a lot more.
No, yeah, enough hook on it.
Hmm?
I didn't get enough hook on it.
No. You're still closer than me. Shit. Too far.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the first things I've been doing is like I made the decision on Monday. I was like, I'm done with my job. I'm done with it. So,
Just bought a house. I'm done with this job.
well, no, I've also like, there's been a weird change in like the past 2 weeks too. Like, I feel like, so we also live in a neighborhood that's like entirely old people. Like, they're all retired. And, so like they're putting, I noticed this because I used to, both of the places that we lived at, trash day was on Friday, which is like hands down best day of the week to have trash day, in my opinion. Here it's Tuesday.
Special about Friday.
It's the end of the week. 99% of the time that I've been late to my Thursday night streams is because I'm like emptying the fridge, taking out trash for Friday trash, because it's like all your.
Shit, you do that every week?
We have trash weekly.
I know, but you empty your refrigerator out every week? Wow.
Yeah, because we have like fruit and vegetables and stuff, and it goes bad after like a week.
Ours usually don't last that long.
Hmm?
I said ours don't last that long. Of course, I was having two teens and.
Well, yeah, it's just the two of us, and
that.
like I'm not eating.
Oh shit! I lost it.
I'm not eating like blueberries and shit for breakfast. Like fruit and vegetables, more like that's my wife. she always has extra stuff. So yeah, I always empty out the fridge and take out the recycling and stuff. Thursday nights.
Okay, I didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh, sorry.
That all sound.
Oh. So yeah, my wife eats like all the fruit. I don't really eat fruit.
I'm having a hard time eating fruit after what my my stepmom told me.
About fruit?
I'm too grossed out. Yeah, she so like you rinse it before you eat it, but she said that she saw somewhere that you put a little bit of was it baking soda in it, and she said the first time she did that, like with with your fruit when you rinse it, and because it helps get all the shit they spray on it to keep it fresh. And she said like the water was black after she rinsed off grapes, and she's like, like nah. Do you not rinse your fruit before you eat? Oh, you don't eat fruit.
I mean, so it's not that I don't eat fruit because I don't like it. Like I like apples, I like grapes, that's about it. I don't eat berries.
I don't eat blueberries. I like strawberries though.
Nah, I don't eat berries. Like if you handed me any individual berry on its own, I won't eat it. If it's like a berry flavored something that's like all natural and stuff like that, like I'll have it. But like berries in their natural form, I don't like. I don't go get berries.
See, I'm reversed. Like I like strawberries, but I don't like strawberry flavored stuff. I don't like blueberries, but I like blueberry flavored stuff. I'm reversed on those two. But for some reason, like blueberries taste metallic to me. I can't eat just straight up blueberries. But strawberries all day or day. My favorite though, definitely grapes. I could sit there and snack on grapes all day.
Man, those cotton candy grapes are wild.
I've not had those. I'm a red grape guy.
Oh, you're a red grape guy.
Yeah. I used to be strictly green grapes, and then I don't know. One day I was like, I think
Give
we
them a
went
whirl.
somewhere and they had green, or they had the red grapes, and I was like, ooh, these are kind of sweeter.
So I only had green grapes up until like second grade, and then we did a project where we turned grapes into raisins, like a dehydration station.
Oh yeah.
And I learned, that's where I made the connection of like, oh, red grapes are raisins, because I grew up liking raisins.
Oh, I used to eat the hell out of raisins when I was a kid.
But I didn't know that that's what they were. So I made that connection. I was like, oh, all right. And then I started eating red grapes. And then I learned about wine. And I was like, oh, shit.
That was in middle school.
I was like, oh, no, that was high school. And I was like, oh, shit, this does two things? And obviously, like, the second thing was better. Because, like, raisins, meh.
Yeah, just not the same as when we were kids. They were amazing when we were kids. Like you got the one of them little packs, and you're like, "Oh yes!" Nowadays, you're like,
Where you
"Hey,
had,
I don't know if I want those."
It was like everyone had it. It was like the red box. I forget what it was. The red box with like the sun logo thing with the girl sitting in front of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
What are those?
Sunmaid?
Sunmaid. That sounds right. Nah. Definitely had sun in it. Brands of raisins.
Sunmaid. SUNMAIT.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, you can get them in like packages and stuff now. You could only get them in the little individual packages, as far as I remember. No, actually, you
When
can
I
get
was a
them.
kid, you can get like a 6-pack of the little boxes of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there were individual sized boxes though. Or you could get the tub. It was like the cardboard cylinder thing with the plastic lid on top. You can get a whole thing of those. That weirded me out. My mom used to get that. I was like, nah, I'm not going to grab like a handful of raisins, but I'll eat them out of this individual packet. Thank you. Oh, shit. Bounce right. I'll take it.
Way farther left than I thought it would.
Yeah, that 5 miles an hour is like, it's like a soft 5. It's more like 10. So you're telling me at the end of, it's like, well, you don't have trash day, really.
It comes.
Right, but you're not like, oh, the trash is coming. We got to put everything out.
No,
No,
we have dumpsters. Yeah.
right. Oh my God, you gotta be shitting me.
I remember we had trash. It was Thursdays when I was at home. I had to take everything out and take the little bin around front.
Dude, my hometown went through the wildest shit for like collection. Like we went from having no recycling to like having recycling to then we had to have like 5 bins stacked on top of each other. This was a thing in like the early 2000s. And you had like they all stacked on top. They were like Rubbermaid bins. They all stacked up on top of each other. And it was like 5 tall, but it was like a slanted front to it, so you could just like pick it up like a lid and still have them all stacked. And you had one for like plastic, paper, aluminum, cardboard, and I think the other one was like other. And you used to have to
dump
put
them
out
all in the same truck.
Yep. Well, no, the trucks that came by actually used to have separate bins or like separate like containers for each one. Yeah.
Back in the day, they had the recycling at the middle school in town. They had all the different bins. So you had like your newspaper bin, you had the plastic bin, like it went all the way around. So when I was going there one day, he was a ag science teacher. He was like, I'm curious. He heard the trash truck. He ran outside and he come back in. He goes, I always wondered. He goes, and that answered my question. They do dump each bin in the same truck. He goes, so we spent all this time separating it just for them to dump it back in together.
Yes. So I actually learned that recently. The dispensary that I go to is across the street from the recycling center for our town. Like where all the recycling trucks just like drop off everything. And yeah, it all just gets scooped into one big pile. It's a total joke. And I learned that just because it says that it's recyclable doesn't mean it's recyclable. Only 1 and 2 actually get recycled.
What keeps it from being recycled?
The materials in it. Oh shit, that's short. Ooh.
That was damn close though.
Ooh. So recyclables 1 and 2 contain only renewable and biodegradable materials. Anything that's recyclable 3 and above, if you put it in the recycling, they end up putting it in the trash. And they don't tell you about it. How awful is that? So all those like takeout containers and stuff, not recyclable. Unless they're cardboard. But those plastic ones that you get, no sir. That's awful.
Oh, a little more ass than that, I would have had it.
Nice shot. Do you have like Facebook groups for your town?
A couple.
Are you a part of them?
Yeah. I like going in there reading other people complaining.
Same. I got trolled once on Facebook from like during the pandemic. But in this town, they seem to be a little bit more. People spend a lot more time like watching the people that join to make sure that they're not like, scammers. But like, would you trust the recommendations of if you were to like ask a question on like your town's Facebook page, like, hey, like looking for recommendations for X, Y, and Z?
I guess it depends on what it's for. Because a lot of it ends up being just the people that, like, when we got that snow, people were like, "Oh, do you know anyone who could come and plow my parking lot at such and such business and stuff like?" It was just a bunch of people like, "Oh, yeah, I'm plowing. Give me a call." It's just a bunch of people.
Yeah,
It was
we
like
get
I was like, eh.
we get unsolicited like car detailing companies.
Yeah, my buddy owns one. He's
Yeah,
always posting, "I'm running a deal right now." Like
yeah,
nobody
people
fucking
like,
cares.
well, yeah, but people post it every week, and it's like someone that joined 2 weeks ago, and everyone's like, yeah, it's a total scam. I'm wondering because there's this person who seems to be pretty reputable. Like, he's been a part of the group since like 2018, and he's got a bunch of posts and stuff, but he's selling snowblowers at like but it's like a super cheap rate. It's like, he's like a Honda one that's like really good. It's actually a track. It's on tracks. And so it's just like a one-off version.
Fucking tank.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, it runs perfectly, all this stuff." And he's selling it for like $150. And I've seen him post before, and he's asking for like, you know, small. He's like, "Are you getting rid of your lawnmower or like snow blower or something like that? Like, I'll come and pick it up."
There's a
Kind of
guy.
thing. And people seem to love him on the Facebook Marketplace. Like, oh yeah, good guy to deal with. But I'm looking at these, and he's talking about like almost like 24-inch snow blowers, like good size snow blowers, and he's selling them for like ones that are like 4 or 5 years old for like $300. And he claims that they run, and everyone says that he's legitimate. I'm like, a brand new snowblower right now is like on the cheap side, like $1,100. Sorry.
There's a guy in town. He does that with lawnmowers. Like he'll take like
Yeah,
if you
push
have an old
mowers are
lawnmower,
different.
you don't.
Push mowers are
No, the
different.
ride mowers. Like if you have a mower you don't use and you just want to get rid of, he'll take it. And a lot of times, he'll take it. He'll take parts off other things, get it up and running again, or he'll replace
Right.
and he'll
That's what
sell
I'm
it for just a little
assuming
bit
this
more than
guy
what it cost
does.
him
Yeah,
to fix it up. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I know, because
I mean,
like we're slated to get. I mean, we got like probably 3 inches of snow today, and they're talking about like we're gonna get closer to a foot overnight into Sunday. And we have our like retired neighbors across the street that are gonna be snow blowing our driveway for us. They come over and do it every single. We've been here for 3 weeks. Every single time it snows, they come over and snow blow our driveway, and we just don't like it. We don't feel comfortable with it.
he's just trying to get more info.
That was the first time. That was him moving us in. We found out more info on them though. Their son that lives with them has a criminal history.
Oh damn!
Mm-hmm.
What?
He's got a couple Deweys. Got arrested at the Hampton Casino Ballroom for disorderly conduct.
Oh damn!
Yep.
So he's an angry drunk.
Yeah, and 2 DUIs, and one of them was a DUI with I forget what they call it. In New Hampshire, they call it something else. It's basically resisting arrest. So DUI with resisting. But in New Hampshire, it's like DUI with like disobeying the rules of a police officer, something stupid like that. And to your point, it's like, yeah, he's an angry drunk. But his job right now, he told us that he works in the field and that he comes and goes at all hours. He drives slow on the street. And we're like, oh, okay. But his dad, who's retired and he's 67, learned that. He says that his son works a 9 to 5. So, based on his history and everything like that, I'm pretty sure he's just like big into drugs, and his parents are just like, hey, if you're going to be doing drugs and stuff, you might as well just live here.
I'm still 100% convinced that my neighbor's dealing. Random vehicles pulling up at all hours of the day. They pull up for a couple minutes. He goes out, comes back in, and they leave. It's
Why
like,
don't you
eh.
send an anonymous tip? I've done that before. We had these super strange neighbors across the street when I was living in like the absolute hood in New Hampshire. And I was skipping classes enough to be sitting on the couch and looking out the window enough to just like watch their ongoings. And I was just like, it's just not adding up here. So I called the anonymous tip line. I was like, I think there might be some drug activity around this neighborhood. I gave the address. And I sat there and waited for like 2 weeks. And then one day, like, I could look out the window and just watch drug deals happen. It was not being hidden at all. And one of the days, I just saw the cop cars roll up. Oh, that's hilarious.
Not to mention, they like to argue, and they like to argue in the kitchen, which is the thinnest part between our two units. So I can hear when they start going at it. I can just stand out in the kitchen and hear like their whole argument because they're not quiet about it. They scream and yell, and she said something to him the one time, and she goes, "You never asked me about my fucking opinion about the fucking drugs." And I was like, "Bingo, nailed it, called it. Thanks, thanks for confirming."
Yeah, but you got to do something about that.
I'll go to Walmart and be like, "Can I use your phone?" Just drop a dime. I haul my phone. I don't want it coming back towards me.
Yeah, just get a burner. Or just get that one line. That, one of the things that they told me about, they're like, how's your phone service? Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, we're on AT&T. Like, we're not changing plans soon. Like, well, even if you got like a line, it would save you $20 a month. It would essentially be like saving you money if you got a line. So like, you don't need an extra phone. And I was like, what do you think? I need like a burner phone or something, buddy? And he was just like, I don't know what that is. It's like, okay.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Wink, wink.
Right. I was like, okay. That's kind of sad, guy. Like, even if you don't have one, you should know what one is. Ooh, no. No, we're good. We're good. Son of a bitch. Oh.
Never mind. Never mind.
You better be chipping that. Nice shot.
Oh, a little bit more ass would have had it.
Okay.
God damn, negative 19?
Dude, I don't know, because I feel like I've just been like, I was in sand trap. Like, I don't know.
I feel like I've only been like,
No,
I've
you've
been
been.
like right
I've,
on with you.
I'm pretty sure you've been beating me this. I actually hadn't looked at the score until now, and I was pretty sure you were beating me this whole time because that's why I've been being aggressive with most of my shots. Oh, what is this? Now you're actually going to start trying? Like,
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked
man.
right now. I gotta step up my game. Yeah, did you see some 41 played their last show together?
They've
Look, his
done that.
childhood gone.
They've done that like twice now.
No, this was their last tour.
They've did that before.
No,
They have. They have.
no, pretty sure they haven't.
Well, they broke up.
Yeah, the one guy left, and they came back, and they this is their last tour. They're calling it quits after this. They played the last show. And you see, Ozzy announced he's playing his last show. He can't walk anymore.
He should have played his last show like 20 years ago. I'm more upset about Sum 41.
True.
I thought they had something planned for this year.
Their last tour.
No, like 2025.
Yeah, their final show.
Right. No, but look, that tour is this year. It's not done.
Yeah, no, the last one was
I thought no, they're playing this summer out here. I'm pretty sure. Because I was gonna go to that.
oh yeah, this what? Their last shows.
Yeah, man. Like Sum 41 is.
Oh no, that was last year. Yeah, the January 30th was their last show.
Oh, there's something.
Nope.
They're playing in Canada on March 30th. It comes up Sunday, March 30th, 5 p.m., Rogers Arena, Vancouver, Canada.
Their final full length concert.
Shit, I was going to go see them. You know what's really sad is I turned down a chance to go to see Coldplay.
You want to know how I know you're gay?
Dude, Coldplay's good.
4-year-old virgin.
Oh. Yeah. Got it. Listen, that's not on my list of funny comedies.
Oh, that was hilarious back in the day.
No, I
That
started
exchange
watching the. No, that exchange is pretty good. I'll give you that. I never found that movie funny. I started watching that stupid movie last night. It's like Amy Schumer's movie on Netflix. It's like Kinda Pregnant, I think it's what it's called.
Well, there's your first problem. It's an Amy Schumer movie.
I know.
I never found her funny whatsoever.
Me either.
I even gave the one with John Cena a shot, and I was just
same.
Like,
and what's his name? Bill Hader.
I don't even remember who else was in it. I just remember John Cena was in it. I was like, I'll give it a shot.
John Cena was in it, but it was a rom-com, and the male guy was Bill Hader.
Yeah.
To which I was
John
just
Cena
like,
was just
okay,
the boyfriend.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Or the one night stand or something like that. The Walk of Shame, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah. No.
Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Walk of Shame. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't think it was gonna be funny, and like she's not really funny. They could have picked someone else to do it, but the movie itself, I had to turn it off because I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna suck, so I'm just gonna watch it while I'm going to sleep. And I was watching it, and I was like, started laughing, and when I laugh, like I have like a big belly laugh, so like the whole bed starts shaking. I was just like, all right, I gotta stop watching this. Because it was actually funny. All right. Let's see if I can find something else. So that was the Detroit Golf Club.
Yeah, say what you want about Post Malone's music. The guy knows how to make a damn good Oreo. They has new Oreos released, salted caramel and shortbread flavors. It's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah?
Yep.
I mean, also, I have to ask, how do we feel about Beyonce winning Album of the Year?
That's the dumbest shit I have ever heard.
Like, we all, by we all, I mean me.
Can we all agree that it's rigged now?
And first of all, it's rigged. Second of all, like, it has everything to do with Diddy, right?
Pretty sure.
I mean, like, because last year, Jay-Z won something, and he went on stage and talked about how he thought it was BS that Beyonce has been nominated for Album of the Year X amount of times, and she's never won. Well, she won Country Album of the Year, to which I'm pretty sure America was just like, gasp. No. Yeah. Because there were so many good country albums. And country is loose. That's a loose term. It's not country, right? It's
look how much that country music in general is willing to embrace when it comes to country music.
No, no,
And
no,
even
no,
their
no,
like the
no.
country
They
music
know.
awards, it
No,
was like, yeah, we're
no,
not
no,
having it.
no,
So they
no.
gave her the award at
You're
the Grammys.
falling for it because the country music awards, they were like, no. And then everyone else is just like, oh, you can't say no to that. And I'm sorry, but if you listened to any of the other albums that were nominated for that award this year, like Casey Musgrave's album should have won. It was actual country music. She was singing about like actual stuff. It wasn't just like Texas Hold'em.
Butchered version of Jolene.
Yeah. Oh, I got to do this stupid thing.
That's what everybody's like. You mean to tell me this album won Album of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
and like nobody other than her diehard fans can tell you more than one song off that album?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like if I were anyone in the country, but granted, like three of the artists total in that category were not of country origin. I mean, you had
Yeah.
Post Malone in there too, and you
His
had
album, I would wholeheartedly accept that because I like his country album. I'm not a fan of any of his other music, but his country album is really good.
yeah, and also I'm sorry, but Shabuzi is not country.
Yeah, no matter how much they try to claim it.
He's a black guy.
Catchy ass song though.
It's the same. I feel the same way as Kane Brown.
Fuck Kane Brown, dude.
Well, it's the same thing, but that's how he started too.
His dumb ass got
And it's
lost
like,
in the woods.
dude,
Upchurch had to save his ass. He
Shab-
went out, told everybody that Upchurch saved his ass. Now he's trying
Yeah,
to
but-
backpedal. I'm like, Upchurch didn't save me. He just called the police.
listen. I don't know. I still to this day don't know a damn thing about Upchurch. All I have to say is that Shabuzi is not country.
Yeah. The only song I know by him is the Oma. Good, however that song goes.
And good day.
Because of TikTok. I don't even know that song. I just know that one
Oh, fuck me.
because of TikTok. That's the only reason I know it. It's catchy, but it's not country.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But that Post Malone country album, that's a mainstream like pop star going country. That it was stacked with actual good collabs too, which says something. Like,
I mean, does it?
am I
Because
understanding correctly that the Beyonce and Miley Cyrus song beat the Post Malone and what's his name, Morgan Wallen? So that song was all over the radio all summer long. And you mean to tell me they lost to Beyonce and Miley Cyrus for, what was it, country song of the year or something like that?
yeah, as far as I know,
Country duet of the year. Sorry.
well, the way I see it is that
I
the
had
country
some help.
the country community didn't have a choice but to accept her because of the ramifications of them not accepting her. So I think all of this stuff is tied together. I also
They got
thought it was
pumped.
interesting that, don't you think it was interesting during the Grammys how they said it before every award that it was the 13,000 people voting that came up with this before every single award.
Probably because they knew they were about to just
catch shit for all of this because it's a whole scam. Yeah. And they just want to be like, oh, we got to wipe our hands from this. We got to just be like, according to these people, don't put it on us. We're just televising it. Don't put it on us. It's them. They voted on it. Like, that's sketchy as hell.
He got Will Smith's kid showing up with a freaking castle on his head.
Also, do you watch the Will Smith thing where he introduced that whole segment was weird?
No, I didn't watch it. I just saw the pictures afterwards. And people
So he
outraged
came
about
on
it.
and they were talking about some guy that passed away this year who was like a big icon in like the black community in terms of music. And he was like, oh, yeah, he's trained X, Y, and Z superstars and stuff. And here's what he had to say to me. And he was like putting himself in the category of being a superstar. And it's like, bitch, you had Big Willie style? And that was it. So, like, why you're here at the Grammys is confusing. And also, like, you're not a superstar. I don't think there's going to be very many people that shed tears when he passes away.
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Not now, but back in the 90s. Even early 2000s when he was doing like Men in Black, Wild Wild West. I'd consider him in the superstar.
Yeah, like then.
Yeah. Not now, no. After all that weird shit with his wife and everything.
Yeah, but he's still saying he's
falling off hard.
I also don't think he's a superstar, man.
I think he back when he was doing like Men in Black and
even then.
I mean, he had Bad Boys.
He was just popular. He was just popular.
I'd consider him a superstar.
No.
Especially how popular Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was. Like, I'd put him up there. And back in those days, he's fallen way down with the whole shit with him and his wife and possibly being a cuck and
He is a cuck.
All that. Like he's fallen way from grace.
He's
a
cuck like, and his wife's bald.
Just slapped the shit out of him. Yeah. Wife's bald.
Dude, like, I get it. You're angry. Like, your life didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to. I get it. Like, the rest of the working Joes in America are right there with you.
Right? I don't know how true it is.
About what? Oh,
One of his security guards come out and said that the reason why them two are still together is because he beat the shit out of her one night, so she's holding that over his head. That's why he puts up with all this dumb shit.
Being publicly humiliated and doing this shit at the Oscars? No. That doesn't add up.
Apparently, it was bad enough that they had to set up like a makeshift hospital room in their house for her to recover. Apparently, that's how bad he beat her.
Stop it. No.
That's what one of his bodyguards said. Not to mention the other bodyguard said on the set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was taking it and on his back streets from one of the rappers that was like guest starring or something. I think he said he walked in on Will Smith bent over a couch.
So he's willing to get up there and slap Chris Rock and just act like a bitch for that. Oh my God, could I have taken a worse shot?
I don't know. Have you seen mine? Look how far away I am. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you still have an extra stroke.
From downtown, here it comes.
Yeah, much closer than me. You were already 2 up on me at one point. Oh, shit. There you
Okay,
go. 2 strokes up.
Oh.
You don't think it's as simple as, like, she's like, the dominant person in the relationship, and he's just like, whatever you say.
Oh, that's
like the reverse of like
that's what
your
it is
typical
now, for
abusive
sure.
relationship, where it's typically like the guy that's just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and they're just like, okay, I still love you.
I think when they first got together, it might have been more even, and there was something that happened where she's got like complete control over that.
Well, yeah, like what was she
Wears
famous for
the
in the
whole
first
damn
place?
outfit. God, she was an actress of like,
It's like Jada Pinkett, right?
yeah.
And then allegedly got alopecia, something like that. Because, like, I don't know her from a hole in the wall. I've only known her as Jada Pinkett Smith, and I don't think I've seen a movie that she's been in, ever. Oh, shit.
She used to date Grant Hill. She was a very close friendship with Tupac Shakur.
There you go. That's the ties to Diddy right there. Oh, the plot thickens.
They began dating in 1995. Before that, she was in Menace to Society. And that's pretty much it.
A menace to society, including what? Give me some
Before they got together, she was in Moe's World. Never heard of it. Oh, television film. Menace to Society, The Inkwell, Jason's Lyric, A Low Down Dirty Shame.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Criminal Record.
Oh, no.
Menace to Society.
The only movie she was in.
Oh. So
before they got together.
So she wasn't even fucking famous.
No, she just dated famous people. Hey,
so she's
you can
a trash
run
bag.
for president off that these days.
Right. So she's a trash bag.
Pretty much. Her rise to fame was because she dated basketball player Grant Hill. That's the first thing that pops up on her Wikipedia page. In the 90s.
Oh my god. Was it Grant Hill on the Pistons?
Well, I have no clue. I don't know much about basketball. So.
Oh.
Okay.
It definitely was. Their logo used to be sick.
Didn't he used to have a horse?
Yeah, and it was on a V8. It's awesome. Ah, I miss those days. That's when I used to be a Pistons fan. I think God hates me because I just have roots to Detroit, and I always rooted for Detroit teams. You know, for the longest time, I don't know how much you know about the NHL, but I used to have an Yzerman jersey.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, never mind.
Only hockey player I know is Wayne Gretzky, and that's because he looks like.
Stop it! No, you know more than Wayne Gretzky.
Leary. No, I don't. Literally, the only one I know is Wayne Gretzky because they made that joke that in Rescue Me that Dennis Leary looks like him. Who?
Sidney Crosby.
No.
Uh,
I've never watched a hockey game in my life. But let me put it that
What?
way. I've never once.
Dude, that's the sport you need to get into. If anything, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, you don't really watch sports a whole lot.
I used to watch football a lot, and then when Taylor Swift was all over the screen all the damn time, and that's all they talked about, that's when I just stopped watching it.
It's not even in your division, though.
But it's still like anytime you watch like a highlight shows, it's like Taylor Swift was at this cheese. It's like I don't fucking care about Taylor Swift. But I stopped watching that. And of course, when I got rid of cable, I didn't really have a way to watch the games anymore. So, like, I watched when I could. Like, I watched the Ravens game, and I was like, as soon as Beyonce come up, I was like, nope, off it goes. Because it was on Netflix, wasn't it? Was it Netflix or Peacock? One of the two. But I never really could watch baseball. I love playing baseball games and actually playing baseball, but never got into watching it on TV.
Well, to that, I will say then you weren't truly into baseball.
I have a favorite team.
I know. But if you're saying that you used to play baseball, really... like you didn't really like you weren't like into baseball.
I enjoyed playing it. It was probably one of my favorite sports to play. But I don't.
But if you're playing a bunch of sports, like, out of the sports that you played, where would you rank it?
The ones I actually played, I'd say it's my favorite sport I ever played. Like I've never played like on a team or anything tennis, but that's my favorite one to play. But there was never like it was just playing during gym class. There was nothing super serious. They kept trying to get me to play basketball, and I was like, "Are you kidding? I'm not running up and down court for however long." I was actually pretty decent at shooting, but I was like, no. And then they wanted me to join the wrestling team, and I was like, no. I'm not rolling around. I'll watch dudes wearing their underwear all oiled up do it, but I'm not. I'm not going to actually do it.
And I'm not gay.
Yeah. I kept hearing the wrestlers talk about how they got boners while they were. I was like, dude, that's no. I'm not. Dude, you dominate. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not rolling around a mat with some other dude and popping Woody. I'm sorry. That does not appeal to me. I think if I played anything other than lineman and on football, I enjoyed playing football more, but I always get stuck on the line
for
because
sure.
I'm a big guy.
Yeah. I mean, I could see like a lack of interest for like football for that reason. Like that makes sense. But like if you're playing third base, right?
Yeah, third base and outfield. I enjoyed playing third base more than being in outfield. That's why.
Yeah. Did they put you in? Did they put you in left field or right field? Choose your answer, honestly.
Honestly, I was constantly bounced around. I couldn't tell you which one I played more. And I hated it, just standing there. And most of the time,
well, did you
very rarely. did I get to make a play at all. Then they moved me to third base, and I enjoyed it a whole hell of a lot more. I was never great. Like I'm not fucking
Yeah, like are you gonna
shortstop.
rifle it?
None of
Are
that.
you gonna rifle it over to first from third? Like hot corner. They call third base the hot corner. Like you're getting those ones down the line. So, like, did you have a good arm?
Yeah. I just didn't have that great control, but I could get first. He might have to do a little extra work to get it down, but
you had the distance.
yeah, he
And
got
then
it.
some.
He just had
And
to
then
do all the
some.
work.
Right. He had to go field it off the bleachers.
No, he was pretty good at getting up. He had some height on his jump, so
I know.
if
I had that.
I knew if I got in his general direction, he was going to make the play.
Dude, I had that problem because the first 2 years when I was playing shortstop, like we had this kid. He was a senior, and he was like, in my opinion, I thought he was the tallest kid that I had ever seen in my life. I was like, oh yeah, he's got that. And the kid was like a freaking windmill. Like anywhere you threw it, it would bounce, and then he would just like wave his glove over his head and just catch it.
That was it.
First 2
he
years of
made
that.
it.
So I was like,
Pretty much my coach. He said he was like, "Kyle can get it there. You just have to,
Yep.
just have to make sure you can get it."
yep. Yeah, I know. And so
I used to
like, that's
piss
the
my
kid.
nephew off.
I was the shortstop on our varsity team for the first 2 years, and I was like, oh yeah, oh, no problem. Like I got this down pat. And then that kid graduated, and then I knew the kid that was like taking over first base, and they only put him there because he was like 6'6", and he's just a lanky bastard, but he was just so terrible, like not athletically inclined at all. And my junior year was like the worst year of my career for baseball because I couldn't get it over to him because I was playing third base that year. So I had like the extra throw from short over to third and have to like throw it across the field. And this kid could not scoop, couldn't lift over his head, couldn't do anything. It had to be like right in his chest.
My nephew. So I don't know if I ever told you about this. My nephew. We were more like brothers. My sister's 20 years older than me, and he was born a year after me. So we were basically more like brothers, to the point where a lot of times we played in the same, and he would always get pissed off because I could throw the ball harder than him, and he was a pitcher. I just couldn't control it. So that's what my brother-in-law was trying to do, to try to get me to work on my accuracy so I could end up pitching, because I threw a faster fastball than him, and he got pissed off. I was like, dude, you do pitching, like you do you. I suck at controlling the ball, so I'll just stick it over here. There, I'm happier being here anyway. I don't want to go home my arm feeling like jello every night. Sorry.
No, I pitched throughout Little League, and then when I got to high school and like into varsity, I switched over to being a knuckleball pitcher.
They wanted me to be catcher so bad, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Hell no. I already got bad knees. There is no way I'm sitting there like that for a whole game. Nope.
It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it.
The girl I dated in middle school, she was a softball player, and she was told, softball's just as hard as baseball. No, it's not. No, it's not. And no matter how many times we told her, like, you're swinging a twig at a fucking grapefruit. Like,
Oh, my
it's
wife
so
did the same
easy.
thing. She was like, "Oh, it's so hard coming in from like because they play on little league fields." And she's
Yeah.
just like, "Oh yeah, it's so hard coming in from that." It's just like, I don't think you understand how little league worked. Like I played little league up to the point where like when I went to like the Williamsport team, like they were throwing the equivalent of like 103 from the mound. So the pitches were coming in at like 76 to 78 miles an hour. And they're getting softball pitches at like 45. I'm like, no.
Well, we would play softball in gym class, and
Oh, yeah, we
the
did the same thing. Yeah.
Mr. Solheimer was talking shit, like, because he would just he'd throw underhanded, and he heard us going back and forth, and he was like, well, "How about you pitch it to him?" And he went, he went as catcher. She got up, she pitched it to me, and I crushed that son of a bitch over the fence. It bounced across the street into the old lady's front yard across
Yeah.
the street.
We went into the batting cages one time and I just
I
was
just
like
dropped the
ripping them.
bat and just laughed at it all the way around the bases. That's why all these companies don't have baseball leagues; they have softball league. It's easier.
Dude, I used to work for a company that actually played baseball. And like, damn. Like, I mean, I used to play baseball back in the day, but like going to I was like, okay, like the old man, like once you get into like the adult world, it's softball. So I played softball for years, and then I went back into a baseball league, and I was like, oh yeah, just some mild training, like some lifting weights and stuff. I'll be okay. Nope, no.
So the girl that I was talking about, she played travel ball, and then she ended up getting scholarship up in Connecticut, some college up there, playing softball. Like,
Oh,
that's too much work.
I have a fun fact for you. I don't know if I already told you.
I think it was University of Connecticut.
So you know the girl that's doing the press secretary
Yeah,
for Trump now?
yeah. I don't know her name, but it's the blonde lady, right?
Yeah, she went to my
Yeah,
she went to my college. She's younger than me. She's 27.
yeah. She's the youngest press secretary ever, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. And they're all just like, I was watching TikToks and they're like, what sorority did she fail out of? And I was just like, ha ha ha, no no no. She didn't go to no sorority. She went to my school, a tiny college in New Hampshire. But she played softball there. And my old roommate, when I was living in Somerville with my brother, our roommate was the softball coach at my college. So I can go in and get every single detail about that girl if I want. And I'll be the only one that has it.
Would share with the class? That's kind of fucked up.
I have all of the inside details. That's wild. Like, nobody else knows anything about this person. And I know because it's a very, very, very specific school. And I know the type of people that go there. And if she played softball, I know everything about her. But it seems like people are pretty split on her. A lot of people don't like her.
I haven't.
She's married to a 59-year-old man, and she's 27.
Okay, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, she's 27. Married to.
That's how she got her spot. It's got to be one of Trump's buddies, right?
Well, it's interesting because one of the girls that used to be roommates with my girlfriend in college, she ended up being like top 30 under 30 in DC, in the same list as this girl. Yeah, this person's all over the news. She's on like MSNBC. She's on Fox and Friends. And so it's very easy for the school that I went to. It's very easy to get an internship with presidential candidates because when they go to New Hampshire, it's the only place that they go to. Come on, really?
Regardless of how you feel about the new administration, can we all just admit that we spent some stupid amount of money on some stupid shit?
If that's true.
Oh, I lost sound again. Oh.
How convenient.
And we're back.
Yeah, how convenient.
I don't know what's going on with the whole.
If it's true. If it's true.
What?
If what they're talking about for the USA spending, if what they're talking about is true, then like we got some big problems.
You know half this shit's true. Like it's too stupid not to be true.
Well, they're saying they're like $70,000 for a DEI play in Ireland, $32,000 for a transgender book in like Peru or something like that. And it's like, is it really true?
Sesame Street show in Iraq. No, it's true. That's too stupid to make. Who's like, let's make this up like that. Some of the shit was like they spent what $1 million teaching clowns how to tie balloons. It was something like dumb shit like that. I'm like, oh my god.
Right, but is it true?
Apparently, Chelsea Clinton got a few $1 million off of it. It's like, don't see how you could make that up. Somebody's got to have like a very sick imagination, make up some of the shit that they were spending money on. Oh,
Wow. God. Oh my God. Hell yeah. Hell of a putt, my friend. That was good.
that was pretty. I think that's my top putt right there. And too bad I'm not recording that.
Come on.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know about how things are in Delaware, but like up here in Massachusetts, like I'm pretty concerned for the next 4 years.
Why? What has he done so far that has made you concerned?
Hang on. Just because things have become so liberal up here. And they're challenging everything. I'm just very nervous for how things are going to be in Massachusetts.
See, lucky here, I'm
Because
like,
we're a sanctuary state, but they're like ICE is coming in, like taking out a bunch of people.
here we're like, where I'm at, we're like middle road here, so it's just kind of like, yeah. Some people are very upset. Other people are just kind of like, eh. And
Yeah, most
what farther
what
you
I'm
south,
freaked
the
out about
more
is
conservative you get.
what I'm freaked out about it is up here they're just like it's like hardcore like liberal and like
Now you get farther north, that's where the hardcore liberals are at here in Delaware. So I'm far enough south where I'm on it's like middle road. Most people around my town just don't care. They're like, eh.
well usually it's like your vote doesn't matter. And around here it's just becoming progressively like your vote matters less.
That's how it is here because whatever
Like
we
I'm
do down
doing
south can be canceled out by
like
Newcastle. So
they're doing some bullshit around here with like ADUs, which is basically like in-law apartments, but they're changing it where it used to have to be like an attached unit and it had to be on like the same line and all this stuff that now they're with the MBTA they're talking about like changing that. And now people can just like if they have the property for it, they can just build a brand new house on their property. So you can essentially just build like 2 houses on a property now. And I'm just like, absolutely not. You're just gonna bring a bunch more like shenanigans and miscreants in here. Ne'er dwells.